It's a mystery case.
In 1976, Ray French's mother, Janet Conrad, was discovered in a laundry room of the Antlers Hilton, bound, raped, and choked to death.
I was only 10.
Now a guilty verdict given for Robert Bailey 38 years later is the relief he says he's needed.
There's justice, there's closure. He'll serve his time for the crime he committed.
Prosecutors presented DNA evidence recovered from Conrad's fingernails and pelvic region, matching Bailey's DNA profile.
I'm grateful for DNA.
This was justice for Janet, and it's justice for her family, justice for her children. It was a very important verdict.
The defense said there's no disputing how Conrad died, but that the DNA evidence wasn't enough to prove Bailey is guilty.
What it really came down to is whether they believed the DNA. There was absolutely nothing else connecting Mr. Bailey to this crime.
I'm going to continue keeping contact with him.
Jessica Lott is Bailey's niece.
Just to let him know that there's family out here.
She says he's been in prison most of her life, and she accepts that.
If he should be behind bars, then I'm sure he's where he's supposed to be.
French's main focus is on the case finally being closed, not on being mad at Bailey.
Being able to forgive, that's a hard thing to do, but I also know that not to hold bitterness and those things.
But this case isn't over yet. The sentencing will come down to the statutes in place when the crime occurred.
My recollection is that the statute in 1976 was life, but eligible for parole after 40 years.
She says they plan to reconcile any differences with current statutes, while Bailey's defense isn't accepting the verdict.
We'll get through sentencing and then we'll look forward to the appeal.